name's Harry James. Well, no Gordon Reese this time, Sooner fans. But Bob Stoops, the interim coach Bob Stoops, will get one more chance at the cheating Ducks of Oregon. This time in the Alamo Bowl, which is the Sooners' first appearance in this bowl. Which brings us to the Sooner Stumper. How many different bowl games has Oklahoma appeared in? And again, here's your hint, guys. This is the first appearance in the Alamo Bowl. First appearance ever. How many bowls has Oklahoma different bowls, I should say, has Oklahoma participated in? That will go through the history of Oregon and Oklahoma and much more. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't go away! Welcome back to the show, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. The Sooner Stumper for the this bowl game between Oklahoma and Oregon in the Alamo Bowl. How many different bowl games has Oklahoma appeared in? Oklahoma's bowl appearances, 18 different bowl appearances, including a couple of college BCS championships. No college football playoff appearance final yet. But I have a feeling that it's coming. The Oklahoma Sooners, the history with Oregon, 7 games between OU and U of O, Oregon and Oklahoma. 6-1 in 7 games. That's an 86% winning clip. The last and only win in this history of this rivalry for Oregon was a 35-34 victory in Eugene all the way back in 2006. We're not even going to get into all that. Last time Oklahoma won, 2005, 17-14, and a Clint Ingram interception to clinch it. In the end, pregame festivities, pregame fun. On Campus Corner, that's where WWLS is at for every single home game. While they're there, the ref is out Balfour Norman, just across the street. The franchise is at the Party at the Palace, that is just north of the football complex. Football stadium, I should say. And of course, as we talked about, the Party at the Palace, just north of the stadium. The bowl game will be the 29th of December, the Alamo Bowl between Oklahoma and Oregon. And it will be at 8:30 Central Time. Calling the radio calls, Toby Rowland, T-Row on the Morning Show. Play-by-play man. He is also the play-by-play man for college basketball for the Sooners and college baseball for the Sooners, and has his own show on the Ref from 6 to 9, Monday through Friday. Color analyst is Teddy Lehman. He's a Ref, the Ref host also from 3 to 6, Monday through Friday. And not only that, is the co-host with a sideline anchor, Gabe Eichard, on the Oklahoma Breakdown every Sunday and Wednesday. Speaking of Gabe Eichard, he's on the sidelines. Gabe Eichard, Big 12 Today, Sirius XM 375 on the Sirius satellite channels from 3 to 5. on Big 12 Today. Also, co-host on the Oklahoma Breakdown. And finally on the sidelines, Chris Plank, ref superstar from 9 to 11 on Monday through Friday for the ref. And Fox Sports National radio host from 10 to 1 on the weekends. Head coach, interim coach, I should say, Bob Stoops. 283 games overall to average out to 190 and a 48, a record of 190 and 48. That's an 80% winning clip. Conference plays at a bowl record is at 9-9. That is 50% in 18 games. Stoops. Since Stoops got into Norman, the Sooners have 8 divisional titles. 2000, 2002, 2004, 06, 07, 8, and 10. And qualified for the Big 12 championship when it was brought back in 17, 18, 19, and 20. But nobody cares about divisionals. Nobody cares about the divisions. 13 rings have been earned since Stoops brought back the toughness and the grit to Oklahoma football. Brought it back in 2000, then in 2002, 04, 06, 07, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. In 2020, the last one for the Sooners, 8-2 was the overall record, 6-2 in Big 12 play. Finished second in the Big 12, but beat Iowa State in a 27-21 victory over the Clones in Arlington. That earned Oklahoma the right to play in the bowl game in a 55-20 victory over Florida in the Cotton Bowl. But you know what? That's 2020. Nobody cares about 2020. Let's talk about the 2021 season. 10-2, 7-2 overall. We'll start with the stats offensively and defensively. Offensively, Oklahoma averages 38.4 points per ball game, 441.6 yards per ball game. And defensively, they allow 25.3 points per ball game, and 282 yards per ball game is what they allow. That has led the Sooners to a 10-2 and 7-2 overall record, 7-2 in league record, in Big 12 play record for the Sooners this year. It all started when Lincoln Riley and the Sooners faced Tulane in a 40-35 victory over Tulane in Norman. The game was supposed to be played in New Orleans, NOLA, but because of the Hurricane Ida and all that, they moved it to Norman. Oklahoma got the win 40-35. Then took care of Western Carolina 76-0. Then beat Nebraska in a 26-13 victory. Then got their own 16-13 victory over West Virginia. Before heading up to Kansas State and playing Kansas State. And the Wildcats got them too. 37-31 final victory win there. They then went to the State Fair, Texas, and beat Texas at their own State Fair, 55-48. Final victory there. They then took care of TCU, 55-31 in Norman, and then took care of Kansas, 35-23 at Manhattan in Lawrence. This is when things started getting a little shaky. Sooners did play a little better the next week against Texas Tech in Norman, getting a 52-21 victory. Then when things really got shaky for the Sooners, losing 2 of the next 3, including losing at Baylor 24-17, got the win against Iowa State 28-21, but did lose the season finale to Oklahoma State in Stillwater 37-33 to give Oklahoma the second place shot again, but will not participate in the Big 12 championship because of the Tide tying it with Baylor winning the outright title. in Waco. Now it's time to talk about the Cheatin' Ducks of Oregon. Their head coach, Brian McClendon, a Georgia Bulldog, graduated from there in 2005. Was the interim coach for his alma mater, Georgia, in 2015. And so he's 1-0 in bowl records. Oregon, 7 divisional titles. 2011, 2012, 13, 14, 19, 20, 20, and 2021. And 8 overall titles. 2000, 2001, 2009, 10, 11, 14, 19, and 20. And that's it. The Sooners, the Oregon Ducks, recapping last season, 4-3, 3-2 in Pac-12 action. First place in the Pac-12, winning the conference, but lost in the Fiesta Bowl, 31-24 to Iowa State. But you know what? Again, nobody cares about 2020. Let's talk about 2021. And for that, we'll start with their stats, offensively and defensively. Offensively, they average 31.4 points per ball game. And they are at about 418 yards per ball game is what they average. Defensively, allowing 25.5 points per ball game giving up, while allowing 370.8 yards per ball game. So that's what they allow. And now let's talk about 2021 overall for the Ducks. That is a 10-2 season, 7-2 in the Pac-12 play. And now we'll look over it. It all started against the Fresno State Bulldogs, a 31-24 win victory there. They then went on the road to play the Ohio State University in Columbus. Sooner fans, we all know how hard that is. But you know what? They got the victory there, 35-23. Then beat Stony Brook, 48-7. Arizona, 41-19. Got the victory there too. They then lost their first game of the season. They lost it to Stanford. It happens. Lost it 31-24. Got back on track against Cal Berkeley with a 24-17 victory there. Won at UCLA by a field goal, 34-31. They then took care of Colorado, 52-29. They won at Washington State, 26-16, and they beat Washington State in Eugene, 38-24. They then lost their second game of the season. They lost it to Utah. At Utah, 38-7. Lost there. They then beat their in-state rival, Oregon State, 38-29. But then in the Pac-12 championship, lost it again to Utah. This time, 38-10. Which lands them in the Valerio Alamo Bowl with our beloved Oklahoma Sooners. And I will be there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. My name's Harry James. You guys know the rest. You can catch this and all the other videos on the YouTube, Boomer Center 1982. Also Facebook, Harry James Taylor. Or on the Twitter box, @HypeManHarry. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Boomer Center, everybody. I'm out of here. Peace!